tech is very important, but also in the bull market, a lot of crap does really well while you're stuck with tech bags. Hello, welcome to another video where I'll take a look at some of the projects that I'm interested in, and we'll also take a look at some of the charts as well, just to see how the price has been moving for two projects which I'm particularly interested in. So let's get in here with the Zeta markets. Once again, I'm following this one every single day, waiting and waiting to hear the announcement of when they're going to list. I know that we can't expect it this year, but you never know. Perhaps the team might be tempted, given that the market is very, very bullish. So you could see here again, if you're not aware of Zeta markets, this is a project that's going to be launching on Solana. They're actually, they've got a DEX, a perpetuals DEX already on Solana. It is fully functional right now. They've got a number of trading pairs there. And they are backed by Jump and Wintermute, okay, the two top crypto market makers. And so we have seen what Injective has done on Cosmos. And so I have high hopes for Zeta markets, but they don't have a token tradable yet. And so we're waiting for them to announce that. Apparently it's going to be sometime next year. We don't know if in Q1 or when. I am hoping for January, at least if we're going to wait till next year, but who knows. You can get some Zeta tokens if you trade. Again, I'm just saying Zeta tokens, but we don't know what they're going to be called. But if you trade, if you're a leverage trader, again, I don't recommend it personally if you don't have experience, because you can lose everything. But if you do have experience and you do plan to do it anyway, then you can get this Z score, which will apparently qualify you for airdrops or some form of rewards that they're gonna do to those people who have been trading, and that's why they get so much volume. You see, they've got $200 million in volume in just 7 days because of this, because people know that they're gonna get that Z score up, and then why not? It's good for them, because if you're gonna trade anyway, why not do it here? And you're basically trading from your Solana wallet directly, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm waiting for Zeta to announce that listing. Of course, we may see a surprise on major exchanges here. I'm expecting Binance, I'm expecting KuCoin, I'm expecting Huobi. Large exchanges, mostly because Jump and Wintermute are involved, and these two market makers do have a lot of connections to these large exchanges, okay? Now, the next one I want to talk about here is a Porty Network, okay, with a 3 here. As you can see, Porty Network, this is one that is also backed by Jump. Okay, so now I'm going to be searching for projects that are backed by Jump or Wintermute, because these are the ones that are doing very well. Although we may argue with one of them, which I'm going to talk about very soon as well. So stay tuned till the end. But yeah, Porty Network, this is more of a social media platform. It's kind of like Friend Tech, the one that has done really well, where you could get some rewards by using X as well. And so with the Porty Network, they haven't listed yet either. Okay, it's a social data layer between Web 2 and Web 3. The main product that they have is the SoQuest and also BQL. They're also backed by KuCoin Ventures, okay? And this is their website here. They've got a lot of followers. And they are on Ethereum, but they're saying that they're multi-chain. I think it's going to be on Ethereum as an ERC20. Because of this contract address here, but I could be wrong. They're planning to launch on multiple blockchains from what I was told when I asked. They've partnered with Bakery Swap here, which is a BRC20 IDO platform. They've held an X Spaces as well. So they're quite active here on X, as you can see, but yeah, we don't know when they're going to launch. Apparently, if we keep an eye out on this, it's soon. It's supposed to be soon, okay? But I will be keeping an eye out on this simply because of Jump and KuCoin Ventures being the investors. So of course you can expect a listing on KuCoin. I think you can just we're gonna see one morning, we're gonna wake up and we're gonna see an expo saying that Porty is gonna get listed on KuCoin. Okay, this is what I believe is gonna happen very soon. If you ask them when, they're not gonna tell you, right? Because they can't. Although they probably know. The teams usually know. But yeah, this is their website here. If you wanted to take a look at their website quickly, this is how it looks. Okay, it's not like wow or anything. It's pretty basic. They're saying that they've got 1.7 million users. But for me, the most important thing right now is even though this looks quite basic, you just got to look at the backers, because we have seen absolutely terrible tokens that don't deserve anything, and they've done incredibly well because of who's backing them, okay? So backers are incredibly important here. I don't care what anybody says. It's been proven. We've got the proof right in the pudding there. So we just got to follow the backers if you want to be making money in this bull market, in my opinion. Not financial advice. For me personally, I'm going to be following the backers. Of course, tech is very important, but also in the bull market, a lot of crap does really well while you're stuck with tech bags. which don't perform at all. And then, of course, you're going to be pissed because you're going to see your fellow bag holders of crappy ones do very, very well, you know. So yeah, this is another one that's actually tech savvy. So this is a very, very tech project here. Moving on from the more degen ones to the tech ones, Altlayer has got 500,000 followers, over 500,000 followers. Altlayer.io is their website, backed by Jump as well, but also backed by the legend himself, Gavin Wood. Okay, so this one caught my attention as well when I was told about it. And yeah, apparently this one is not ready yet, but they're working with Oasis, and they're going to be a layer 2 on Ethereum. Okay, they're not going to be launching as a layer 1 on Polkadot, even though Gavin Wood invested in them. They're quite close to Polygon as well. So of course they're kind of hand in hand with Polygon, giving us Polygon are a layer 2 as well. Most of their X posts are very techy. They've been partnering with a lot of teams here, as you can see, Avive. Okay, so they're partnering with these guys as well. So this partnership here is to bring Polygon CDK to enhance the deployment of ZK-powered L2s on Ethereum, offering advanced rollup support and scalability solutions. And if we look at Altlayer here, it's a very, very technical solution here. It's a decentralized interlayer for rollups, and an interlayer is a common network between the execution and the data layer, okay, which all rollups are enshrined. So that's really, really techy. You know, it's not for your average degen. Your average degen is going to be looking at this and it's going to be like, I don't understand this. Where's the token? Where can I get in? You know, just because of the backers. But yeah, I mean, if you spend some time to understand this and to look through what all of this means, then you can get a general idea. But yeah, this is basically what this is here. It is a layer 2 solution and backed by the best as well. If you look at who's backing them, I've got Polychain Capital here, Jump. We've got Balaji here, Gavin Wood himself, and co-founder of Synthetics and co-founder of Bodhi Ventures and Synthetics. And then if you look at the testnet tokens that you can get access to, they are on Ethereum. Okay, so there's actually a faucet and you can go to that faucet and you can request some test tokens. It's called the alt token, just to test it out, right? Why not? I mean, it can't hurt. But anyway, let's move on to the price talk here. And this is Jito. Okay, I have just exited my Jito position. I bought in 2 days ago. Unfortunately, I didn't buy yesterday. I should have been a bit more patient. My average buy was 291. And so this is the pop to 318 here. This is where I got out. Like I got out close to this. I got out at 315. And then it had another drop here to 270, I believe it is. 270, exactly 270 and a bit. It was hovering around 288 and 295. And now it's at 299. So yeah, it's kind of tricky, you know, and when it comes to the unlocks, you know, most of these tokens, like if you look on their website, are locked up for a year. They've got like that cliff for 1 year of vesting, but then there's also the ecosystem fund, which is getting released slowly. And so all throughout 2024, we're going to be seeing maybe 100 million tokens getting released into the market. And there's about 100 million right now. So 10% of the total supply is in circulation right now. And so we can expect, you know, things to be released over 2024. And perhaps if they're not going to do something wow, it may actually hurt Jito, right? But again, it's not one of those that I would be marrying, but I do like what they've been doing. It made me happy. It made me some money. So, you know, of course, I'm going to be happy about that. I'm going to keep an eye out on it and see how things go. But I want to talk about this other one now. I want to talk about Dovi now, right? So Dovi is one that I looked at, and it's a BRC20 token. A friend of mine told me about this one actually, and funnily enough, we discussed this just before they listed on KuCoin because we knew that KuCoin Labs invested in them. And I looked at this like 1 day before, and it was like 35 cents on the Unisats ordinals market, where you can only buy in large batches, and you need sats to be able to pay, okay, Bitcoin Satoshis. And so I didn't go there because it was a bit overpriced, but then there's the OKX one as well. So on OKX, it was actually trading around 35 cents, whereas on the Unisats one, it was a bit more expensive. It was like close to 70 cents, but you could have gotten like a large bag. And it was treated as an NFT because if you look at Unisats, the way purchases work there is that they're like NFTs. So you basically buy a bunch of tokens for a fixed price, like an NFT. So you're buying that, you're signing the transaction, and it goes into your wallet as a batch call, kind of, if you want to think of it this way. It's like the one transfer that you get with a bunch of tokens rather than buying token by token, right? Like you would on a normal exchange. So that's how it works with those BRC20s. I still need to look more into these ordinals just to try to understand how they work, because apparently now we've got something else aside from BRC20, something new, which is built on top of these BRC20s from what I understand. But I need to do more research into that area as well, because I've been too busy now with Solana and the hype with the airdrops and all that. So I got to keep an eye out on those BRC20s, because Dovi has performed extremely well. Like when I looked at this, when it got listed, I saw it listed. It was trading at like 90 cents. And then it went to like, let me close this. It was trading at 90 cents, went to like $1 and a bit, and then it pulled back. And so it pulled back because yesterday we had the market dump. It pulled back to like 53 cents, 50, even less, like 49.97. As you can see here, this was the low that we've seen, 49.97. So just 50 cents there, like incredible. And look what it did today. Like it went to like 198. So it did like what, almost 4x in one day. This is absolutely insane. You probably couldn't get out at 4x, right? But I mean, still, like even 3.5x, that's still like huge, right? Even 3x. And so it is pulling back now because you had this massive pop, as you can see here. So yeah, expect this to go back down for a bit, and maybe there's going to be more hype with it. But apparently it is a good project, right? Dovi, it's a shady website. They're like the EVM solution for Bitcoin, apparently, for the ordinals. So I don't know. There are a number of them that are doing that. Most of them are crappy, right? When you've got an anonymous team, it is quite tricky, right, to trust them. But yeah, I mean, KuCoin Labs invested in. They obviously doxed the team before investing, or they probably wouldn't have invested, and I'm pretty sure they're happy now and they've done well. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe if you haven't already for more of these types of videos where I go through the markets and I try to find out the gems for you and to let you know in advance. Of course, as soon as I hear about something, I'm going to do an emergency video to let you know as soon as one of those is listed, especially the ones backed by Jump or Wintermute. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.